life.
Short of Natan.
We're alive.
Yeah, but Natan is not gonna show up because he decided to go get some barbecue.
Natan is gonna be dead for a little while.
No.
Who knows? Maybe you are.
He's
Welcome.
just going to be a background character for now.
Oh, you went to go
Just,
grab something?
About
Show
that.
I have his ankles all dragging behind us.
Yeah, about that. Don't say background character just yet.
Oh, fuck. What did I just do?
I don't know. If you check the stream, you might realize that all of you don't really have hit points to do anything.
Oh, right. We're all dead. I forgot.
I would like to brief Alexis.
I totally
make a roll.
forgot. I have a huge hole in my chest due to a laser beam.
A cauterized hole in your chest. We're all just dead.
And
Brit
memes
split in half.
is Nathan as a background character.
Oh boy.
It's a-
Natan is a background character. Oh boy. So, welcome everybody to section 1, where you're all dead. The chosen of terror, like the chosen paladins of this other paladin. And you're all dead. I'll thank everybody for me speedrunning D&D campaign. Let's go. Just kidding. So, since all of you have been here, you know, you participated before, you could say even veteran, so you know what the fuck to expect. I don't need to give anything of a conclusion. Oh, Sergil, you're gonna be fine. Everybody can teach you.
Yeah, I'll figure it out as I
Yeah.
go along.
Yeah.
Spitball it.
Yeah.
Just like you do.
So, I gotta ask one simple question that a lot of you heard as different people, but I need to ask this now, and I'm gonna ask this every single fucking week until the end of your life, or you successfully win the campaign.
The second end of our life.
Yes, definitely the second. Are you ready to begin? Are you ready?
Are you ready,
Aye,
son?
aye, Captain.
Yep.
I can hear you.
Yes.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Oh fuck.
It's time for Re Dead 2 Electric Boogaloo.
So this is the story of how I died.
Oh, don't worry,
You
it's a
might
fun
have wondered
story.
You might
It's a
have
fun
wondered
story,
how I
and
got
it's not
here.
even mine.
It just shows us all ragdolled on the floor.
Our story.
You might be
Our
wondering
story.
how we got here.
Speak for yourself. I'm splattered across a wall.
True. So about that, if you're ready to begin, let
You
me
died first.
let me
go.
begin as well. First question: is the music good enough?
Let me check.
Louder.
Can't hear shit.
It's not on the stream.
Audio.
It's the ambience of the music from my mic. You
Yeah,
know?
we cannot. I cannot hear it at all.
Can I, you know?
I can hear it. It's just quiet.
Yeah, same.
I
turn
might
it
also be partially
It's too
deaf.
quiet.
So.
I might as well not hear it.
Or maybe just get me to 100%. Anyway,
I don't want to hear that. That's gonna give me a headache.
if you say so. So, chosen of Tarumak, denizens of Tanis, life has been good to all of you, each individual paladin chosen by the seven vigilant Tarumak as his personal initiatives to be paladins and whatnot. Had a pretty decent life. You had a pretty decent life. As one fateful day, on a seemingly simple summer's day, what's supposed to be a simple yet a bit unusual by size storm ended with the death of most of you immediately. Dagger and Brit still living, witnessing a giant demon breaking through the fort as it made of sand, skewing one in half and annihilating another. All of you are dead. All of you are dead. I have a simple question for every single one of you present. In the absence void of death, in the nothingness in front of you, the cold embrace of death, what is the first word that comes to your mind?
Fuck.
Okay. Yeah, you gotta choose a singular word.
Yeah, shit.
Sandwich.
Like the word that
just
my
any
character
word.
would think.
Yeah. If
A
you're
word
like
to describe death.
no, as in like you died, you have acknowledged for a split second, and what would be the first singular word that would describe the sensation? I will take that as a vomit emote.
Yeah, pretty much. Think about it. Dying is not a pleasant experience.
True.
Failure.
Ooh. Vorum, Karak.
He is not going to be super philosophical. It was probably a brick that hit him and killed him, so it's going to be brick.
Okay.
Brick.
No
brick,
philosophical kind of
It's
thinking
fun.
here. Last word is brick, and then his brain got crushed.
Sylvie. What Sylvie's word is? Come on.
Ow.
I thought for sure you were gonna go blep.
Dagger. What's your word?
He's on mute now.
Dagger.
Unmute.
Oh.
I was gonna say Brit stole it.
That's it.
But I'm...
Ta-da!
No, that's not it. That's not it. Brit stole it. Fucking asshole.
Failure as well?
You know what? Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. So,
Why was I mute?
you ask yourself. So, in the absence of nothingness, without any feeling, motion, drifting in darkness for what seems to be a very long time for all of you, the motion lingers, and then a sharp pain can be felt through all of your chest. And then a singular sound can be heard of a heart starting to beat. So, I would like everybody to roll me a d20.
Oh man, it hates us right now. Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry. I'm still
Hey,
my
at
brain
least
hardwired
most
to
of
the
us
other
got
part. Is
above
it
10.
exclamation R or R exclamation?
I find it funny how we're all near 10 apart from Pharaoh.
Which one is it? Thank you, Derek.
Chadwick, the bot loves you. Okay, never mind.
Oh
They don't
god.
count.
Karak. As all of a sudden, the thrumming of the heartbeat, the sensational burning pain rushing through your just everything, all of a sudden the heartbeat becomes still as the intense pain changes into a sudden sensation of cold, wet, and a sudden thunder wakes you up. As the first thing you see is your head in a destroyed section of wall being rained upon, drenched, cold. Your body aches. You're in complete and utter darkness as you look around, and the closest thing resembling anything is the ruins of what you assume are the grand halls. Looking slightly below you, corpses by the dozen. What would you like to do, my interested Karok? What would you like to do?
As his consciousness comes back to him, and the great feeling of... Is there pain? Or is it just numbness?
Pain.
I shall rise. Dark! Oh, too slow. Look around. Oh. Alright. This, stand. Look around. Kind of put his hands on his hips. This is gonna take some work. And I turn, I look down towards the village. Is it just gone?
Looking around, I'm not gonna sugarcoat. As far as you can see, from this position where it used to be, shining lights from inside of buildings, all of it is decimated and gone. Streaking white flames can be seen where the streets were plentiful. Everything, as far as the eye can see, is just fucking gone.
He's gonna stand there, hands on his hips, looking at this. Is there any religious, possible upside he could take from this?
Roll your religion check, as all of a sudden...
With my mastery of religion with a +2.
Yeah. So, as you're pondering to this situation, if there is some divine insight,
Fits.
Circle and Chadwick, you all of a sudden feel a tug through your body as you also are suddenly awake for intense surge of pain and feel the sensation of being rained upon, covered in dirt and blood.
Why the Bojack?
That makes sense.
It makes sense, yeah. Sergal just how do you describe it? It's like he opens his eyes and it's almost like he has to reinflate his lungs. It's just that big as he just bolts up to a sitting position, just looking around. I'm pretty sure Sergal was on the second floor in his room.
Yeah.
So
You look.
how did he land?
Well, you're still in your room, but you're no longer on the second floor, as you recognize the bed, the wardrobe, the table, the chair destroyed, and the two sections of wall just destroyed. As you realize your floor on your room has basically been lowered to first floor by a demolition.
Would
No,
I
they were doing
hear?
renovations.
How far are we away? Would I hear like the sudden like clatter of him sitting upright and sending stuff?
Well,
No.
you may not, but you would. But depending on how far away you are, you would probably hear like him starting to hurry to get his chain mail on, because he died without it on.
You take it off.
Well, yeah, I didn't
Weak.
realize I was going to die.
That was your first
Let me just get dressed so that I know I'm
Casually
fancy
wears
when I
chainmail.
die.
So,
Hmm.
Chadwick, anything you would like to say?
All right, I'd likely be prone, so I'd like half raise my body, like, oh fuck. I'd check my legs to make sure nothing's broken, because force of the broken leg, not a good thing.
Oh,
I
yes.
would do my and I would do my best to get my feet under me and try and stand up.
Well, first of all, you heard, as all living hell, you're drenched in water, but if feeling everything, you're bruised, but nothing surprisingly nothing is broken. Which is
All right,
either
I'll do one last thing.
a
sorry.
miracle or a too big of a coincidence.
All right, I'd do like one last check of my body to make sure everything's all right, and then I'd just start walking among the rubble and see if there's anyone else alive or anyone that I can even hope to help. Like try and put them on my back and keep walking.
Okay. Britt, Sylvie, you're also snapping back all of a sudden with a sudden thrust of pain. Back to the live, to the living. Britt, the last sensation that you felt was your upper half getting flown to one side of the wall and then everything going blank. The next motion is you basically in the same position, taking a deep, steep breath of pain. And as you kind of look down, you see where the gash was that cleaved you in half. Your body mass that connects the two parts is still there. Your body's whole, but the chainmail that was damaged is basically present, and even the clothing that held it is basically gone. So there is this one section that is about 1.5 feet that is just gone. But the organs, the skin, the muscle, the flesh, there.
Looking about, just comprehending what I see. Just not even trying to get up. But I see movement, right?
Yeah.
Of
Yeah.
everybody else.
Oh, everybody
I
else?
just choose to lay there
Yeah, you
and
see.
reflect on what happened.
Wait, it's Britt who's injured? In that way?
Wait, did I wake up? No.
Not yet. Sylvie, you're also awakened, drenched, covered in rubble, and a handful of dead initiatives.
Initiatives.
Yeah. Anything you like to do?
You'll slowly, sorely, sit up and look around and seeing the dead bodies and realizing that she's also alive. She's gonna check their pulses and see if they're okay or if they're breathing.
Despite all 8 of you that are chosen, there's been over like 50 additional people, and all of them are dead. Looking around, you see Farron is still lifeless. You see Karak is basically overlooking through one of the broken sections of the wall. You see Britt alive, breathing, but just sitting in the corner. You see Chadwick is basically making sure that everything is well. You see Dagger.
I'm
Also,
gonna limp over to Farron and check and
See a
see if
tin
he's
can.
okay. I see a tin can, yeah.
roll me a medical check. And there it goes.
Medicine check?
Yeah, and look at that. Silly makes the first roll. Let's go.
That's cool.
Can I assist her in that?
Sure, roll with
First
advantage.
roll other than being dead initiative roll.
I get assistance? Does
Yeah,
that
so
mean I have to roll
advantage.
again?
Advantage.
Roll damage.
Oh my gosh!
Well, by all means,
It wasn't in that roll.
you see that the mouth is agape and there's water pouring into it. Seeing that its hands are cold, its skin is cold. Looking for a heartbeat, you have nothing. Until all of a sudden kick brings something within the body, as all of a sudden, with a sudden twitch, Farron, you spring back to the land of the living, coughing up immense amounts of water. Not only your heart feeling like burning, but also your lungs filled with water. What would you like to do?
I pat him on the back.
No,
As he's
no,
like
right-
coughing up water.
No, right now,
Stay
like, he's, like,
hydrated.
back down on the ground, and you just see a spout of water come up from the hamlet. Oh, I don't feel so good.
Yeah, buddy, you don't look so good either.
Oh, someone there. Kind of see the slowly leans himself forward. Boy.
Sir, about this
Oh,
time, Sergo would have gotten all his stuff together. He would grab his loot too, which is hopefully undamaged.
Which is
Disintegrated.
Should I roll a d20 for that? Because I feel like delicate instrument in collapsing building equals.
yeah.
No
You
instrument.
whatever you had on you besides the chainmail is basically destroyed. Because
My sword is
Wait,
okay,
wait, wait,
right?
wait, wait,
My
wait,
sword
wait,
is
wait.
okay, right?
yes, because you hit him.
All I care about is my sword, my shield, and my holy symbol.
You can't find your holy symbol.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Yeah.
First of all, rolling for my loot. It's destroyed. It's gone.
You literally
Okay.
Reduced to atoms.
Okay.
You're-
I
I
find one of the strings. One of the strings.
is the
And-
the item that I was brought to the church with still with me, or do I have to roll for that as well?
No, it's on your back.
It's on my back. How did it get there?
I know. How did it get
It's
there?
attached. You can't get it off.
It got
God.
sewed.
Yeah.
Now it's like the blue beetle armor, if you know what that is.
Yeah, dude.
Oh no. Well, actually, funny enough, you guys now see that there's a blue cloak on me that I don't normally wear.
Also, Dagger, all of a sudden, you also spring to life.
Okay. You ready for this?
Uh-huh.
The box. Where's
You look around, seeing that you're basically in the stairway that has basically been burned. You look at yourself, you see your your entire hair is kind of raised as if some intense heat basically harmed it.
My what?
Your hair, your facial hair and your actual hair burnt a bit as if torched by intense heat.
I'm gonna have to need a second redesign. God damn it!
No, it's still there, but it's just very harsh hair. And looking at the stairway, it's basically destroyed, and the stairway leads to absolutely nothing as it is destroyed. Looking at your hands, that was the final thing you clutched. The box is still there.
Okay, where are the others?
You look down.
You shuffled my.
You look
up.
Yeah, you see immediately to your below you. You see Sylvie, Chadwick, and Farron. Basically, Farron is coughing up water. You see Karok about 30 feet ahead of everyone, just on the wall, observing everything. And you see to the side, Sergal is basically scavenging for loot. As you have the high ground, because
He's panicking right now. You can see him panicking as he's moving rubble.
Yeah. So in perspective,
trying to find something.
In perspective, Dagger, because this fort was massive, several hundred feet, 4 stories tall. All that remains of the fort is the first floor and the stairway to the second floor. You currently have the high ground above everyone else. As you see, massive 25-foot tall walls that basically encompass the fortress demolished. And looking into the horizon, to the south, from the east to the west, the entire city of Tanis is just destroyed.
This brings me great pain. Now, I must find the others. I know that I haven't survived. This is not what has happened. I kind of go and shuffle towards Sergal, who is the most distressed currently.
Yeah.
Trying to help them out while also looking for the others to see if anybody else could be awakened.
Seeing that some of you have awoken, basically springing to life, you hope that somebody else might have just pop up as well. Nobody does. Everybody who are still dead on the main floor or anywhere outside in the courtyard and whatnot, still dead.
I mean, I don't know if this is a medicine check or something else, but can I just do a basic check to see if we should have remotely survived from that? Like the probability of us actually taking a breath after that event?
Roll me a medicine check.
Shall
while he's doing
I roll
that,
an investigation check looking for my amulet?
That's a nat 20.
Sure. Oh my god. First of all, Farron, you realize you supposed to be dead. You were dead. You don't know how you died, but you're looking around. Something destroyed the entire fort, and you look around, and you kind of make this immediate observation of science. I don't know how much common that is for foreign. A simple deduction. Everybody is dead, except for those few specific people that were part of Tarumak's chosen, if you will. That includes you.
while this is going on, can I go around and gather up all the dead bodies and pile them together?
Sure. Roll me a strength check.
I'm gonna.
After having helped Sergal, I think I'll help Chadwick with that.
I need to roll investigation to find my amulet. Yes.
Sure. Roll. Roll. Let's go.
So,
You said strength check?
Yes.
I'm still lying where I woke.
do I also strength check to help Chadwick?
No. Chadwick can roll with advantage if you're gonna help him.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
There's 20. Looking around, kind of like, panically just scraping for the dirt because you realize that, from the second floor to the first floor, there must be somewhere. And eventually, in the pocket of dirt, under a handful of rubble, you find your amulet, the necklace. The line to it has been snapped, as in the cord has been torn, but it can be.
It's still
Yeah.
it's still a holy symbol. It can
Yes.
still be used as one.
Yes.
Okay. Sergal takes a sigh of relief, pocketing it, probably putting it in a pocketing it. And then he stands up and calls out, "Who else is around? How many are left?"
At this point, everybody
Leos.
would hear this. Yeah.
And he kind of
I
yells.
am here.
I walk over. I'm
maybe-
looking for Brit.
So he's gonna
Brit's
stumble over to Brit as well.
Sergal's
might
probably
be-
going to head to where he heard the voices, which is probably the main room.
Yes. It doesn't take a lot.
Well, what was the
It would take minutes to go from where you are outside to inside, but it literally takes seconds as the walls that were a barrier are just gone. So you need to just take a few feet, and there's just a massive remnant of what used to be a wall of the fortress just gone.
What did this?
Well,
A large
You guys are going over. If you get to, are going over to me. You're just seeing me just laying on the ground, just not moving, eyes open, breathing.
you feel small kicks to your back. You okay?
Brit.
Oh. Wait,
Start to pick you up
breathing?
and throw you in the pile. Oh, you're okay.
Chadwick, just a moment. Brit. I give them the box.
Oh. You see a sigh of relief. Just like, but what about Nathan? Did he make it out?
Hey, I'm gonna. Let's look for him.
Last time you remember, just both of you, that he was in the cellar in the archives.
I'm gonna go look for him right now.
I'm
If
going
any
to finally
rebels-
sit up. Like, and anyone who's still around me, I'm just lost in thought as to
So,
what happened.
Is anybody hurt? Or are we all somehow unscathed from the raising of-
you're all feeling fucking miserable by all means. You're all feeling
like
awful.
sore
Wow.
muscle
Back
fatigue?
from the dead type of pain.
That would be a lot of muscle fatigue.
Yes.
I got
But
res.
there's
City
no
visit, we
there's
are
no
all
cuts.
sore.
There's no physical signs of
No.
what killed me. Right?
We're just sore to the bone.
All right, can I question here? I'm guessing this is an Arcana check. But can I tell if what brought us back was probably Death Ward or something of similar nature?
I can say immediately that it would automatically fail whatever check.
The
you try to do.
gods, obviously.
Gods,
What heresy is it to doubt that? I'm not saying this, by the way.
Yeah,
Out of character.
I-
Heretic.
Okay, Kara.
Everyone else died, right? That wasn't just me.
It's too early to say, but it looks like it.
Okay,
Whatever the
I-
case,
you-
it doesn't look like our survival is natural.
so
Circle just mouths, "What the fuck?"
okay,
Sorry, you get a
he
big
doesn't
old
even
meaty.
say it, he just mouths it.
You get a big old meaty hand on your chest. It's me. Like, did you see what did this?
Oh, I was running down the hallway, then it went dark.
There you go. Consider yourself lucky.
Why is that? I mean, well, of course, he motions around, but something happened.
Tell you after I've collected my thoughts.
Right? Shall I take command of the situation while you're worrying about?
Just nothing, just a nod.
How
Alright.
big is the circle's going to like find a point to look around? How big is the circle of destruction? Is it confined perfectly to the town?
As far as the eye can see, and from this section, because you're a bit on a high ground, because the fort was built on the high ground, you see maybe 6-7 miles in all directions. Even behind you, as far you can see, several miles, is just scorched earth with occasional sparks of whitish flames. And you see, if you roll me a perception check,
I don't see anything.
yeah, you see nothing. You see rain falling upon a destroyed city. There's no signs of life as far as you can see. But for Karak and his tool search, you find tools easily. There's several sheds that house basic simple iron tools, and while the sheds are destroyed and basically non-existent, the tools, while some are mangled, you find shovels, picks, axes, hose, but I don't think you're gonna do any gardening soon.
I will begin collecting them up and silently marching over to wherever I can find someone, just silently putting a pick or a shovel next to them, carrying on, find another person, hand out all the tools.
I look at them. Alright, I think first order of business is to check the survivors. Chadwick, keep collecting bodies. Good work. He kind of
Speaking
looks over it.
of, can somebody help me dig out Nathan?
No.
Right,
No. Before we go, Dagger, actually, the path to the archives is basically still clear, as it's just additional door to the below. And as you make it down, the first thing you feel or smell is this noxious sulfuric odor. As you all of a sudden look down at this archives, and you assume like 1.5 feet of it is just flooded. Roll me a perception check.
Okay. Check my perception.
Also, mind you, it is dark. You don't know what time it is, but it's fucking dark.
12.
All of a sudden, as if a sudden gust of wind closes the door behind you, just kind of just shuts it. You are in complete darkness for a few seconds, and looking to your right, as there's this like nice stone stairway downwards. To the left, it's just seeing the archives, which are of course dark. To your right, you see drag lines, or what seem to be fingers. 5 drag lines going through the smooth white stone, that streaking colors of yellow. And they seem to be going all the way down to the bottom. And as the stairway should end, the claws also end. As you realize with passive perception insight that this looks like somebody was just playfully dragging its hand across the wall, leaving its mark.
Any signs of our favorite fish boy?
So the first thing you see is Nathan, face first, eyes closed, looking to the ceiling, and for a second you think he's dead, but then you realize that his gills by the neck are slowly moving and twitching. He seems to be alive.
I'm gonna go grab him. Phone.
You can feel the coldness of the fish person.
The dampness of his skin.
Yeah.
The slight smelly smell of
Yeah.
anchovies.
Yeah, it smell. But yeah,
When was
you
the last
can
time you used your deodorant?
you can feel by the simple thrum that he is alive, but he is not conscious.
I pick him up and I'm gonna try and go back upstairs if my head's hard enough to break through the doors.
Oh, yeah. The door does not give much strength against you, and you can just nudge it back open with a simple.
Okay.
As everybody else can hear all of a sudden this breaking of a door just with a single thunk as Dagger comes out of the basement with Nathan's body.
He's still alive.
Oh goodness, thank you. Bring him over here.
But-
I start like clearing off like an area of rubble for a flat
But I
ground for
would
him to
like
lay.
someone to come back down with me. I saw something strange.
I'll come.
Alright. Kind of. Yeah, he looks up and points to Circle. Circle, you volunteering?
Circle
Come with
nods and walks towards Dagger and the cellar.
Right.
But first, let me just. I give Farron the unconscious fish boy, and then I go with Circle.
I will make sure that all of these guys have a pickaxe or a shovel
Oh yeah.
before they go.
It's more than enough.
Pushing it into your hands.
Right.
And-
Shovel
this.
in one
It's
hand,
dangerous out
sword in
there.
the other.
Why did you
Find
say
my-
the magical line? It's dangerous to go alone.
Also,
baby."
Chadwick, with the 19 of strength, at this point you basically collected every single body in the surrounding area. You count like 64.
A whole stack of them. Nice.
Yeah, a whole stack.
I would be piling them. I'd be piling them in the driest place I could find. Yeah, anyone got a light?
Craft block,
There's
placing blocks down.
there is no dry place.
Sorry,
It's
stop.
raining. There's puddles
Oh.
everywhere.
I find my warhammer, stand up, stand up with it, and it's like, wait for me, Dogger. I'm coming down with you.
All right.
Well, Rock, Childwood, should we start digging? You know the rules. Shared burial.
Now the rules say to burn the bodies, bro.
So, I thought it was buried and burned together.
Disregard those rules for Tarumak.
Dig a hole, burn them, bury them in the hole.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But
Almost
I
like
completely
make
disregard
make
the
a
fifth
funeral
tenet.
pyre in the hole.
oh,
Uh,
all right.
Yeah, we can
One
dig a
charge.
hole to better contain it, I guess. And
Well, digging a
anyways.
hole for 46 people, that's a big fucking hole.
We've
But it's
also
worth
got
it.
eight strong men and women.
Well then, start
Whamming.
digging.
Whamming.
All right. He kind of looks over. Sylvie, cock.
Just
Make
be
a
sure
shovel.
to give him. Just give him a
Sorry.
Just remember to give him a proper ceremony before you burn them. You sure?
Wouldn't dream of forgetting it. Good luck, Ditto. Sorry.
So, as you're making, just your way back to the archives, as you kind of get down through the what's it called, stairways, you all of a sudden, as Dagger probably points out, see these not greenish, yellowish lines. Yes, yellowish lines, as if if somebody had their like what seems to be like needles tracing through this white stone downwards as they were walking and playfully just kind of running those needles through the place. If you put your hand,
like-
you could easily track like the motion.
So how big is the hand width, like the finger spread of the claws?
You would assume that it's made by an adult, but it's not like a ogre or a troll. But it's not
like
it's not like
huge.
no. It's big, but it's not huge. Definitely not like a halfling or no, but definitely not like a troll or a.
Well, that definitely wasn't what I faced.
Yeah, definitely no.
What does it? What the?
I doubt anything could match that. Demon. Now, where does this stop?
I'm actually gonna look for the end of the.
The end stops as soon as the stairway ends, and just roll me an investigation check.
While do that, it's like
Who has the highest investigation out of us three?
Yeah, also, if you're assisting,
Probably not me.
yeah, roll
I
me
have
with advantage.
0 investigation.
Yeah,
I
if you-
have +1.
I have plus
Yeah.
one.
So yeah, roll me with
So-
advantage if you want to assist. So
Yes.
Who's rolling? Who's rolling?
The one with the
I
plus
guess-
1.
Oh, that would be me.
Yes.
Or me, but yeah.
Oh,
You go
well.
ahead and do it with advantage.
Well, you can also roll.
Or advantage, which is higher likelihood.
11.
11.
I thought it
Looking.
was 18 for a second.
No.
Stop rolling both at the same time.
Listen, as you look at this trail ending, and then seeing that there's nothing, you realize that as soon as the stairway ends, that the hand just kind of playfully got off the wall and went somewhere else. Where to in the archive, you don't really see. It's all dark, damp. There's water leaking from above.
This is the library, isn't it? Has books in it?
Yeah, all of them
Okay.
have been destroyed. Like,
They're scattered or
no, more like the gravity took hold of every single.
does it look like they specifically went after the books?
No, it looks like the book suffered an earthquake, as maybe, I don't know, a fort was destroyed above them, and most of the books basically fell to the ground. And since the water basically began raining down, most of the tomes, scrolls, and whatnot basically become this paste of paper.
Why the hell?
I'm gonna knock like you know knock on stone to see if there's anything hard. I'm very suspicious of this wall.
The stone is hard, and there's no echo being beyond it.
Worth a try. But this might warrant more investigation later.
Seems odd that
I think for now we don't have the time to investigate anything.
As I
We need
said,
to get food. We need to get a message to Tarumak if he's alive.
I'm gonna look down at my shirt with a big hole in it.
maybe some clothes would be nice. I'll go look for some ropes.
What the hell's Dagger, you can't just what happened?
Circle. I was shot in the chest by a very large magical laser. It was painful. I died, like all of us.
It was very painful. I died.
Now, I will be looking for the ropes. I suppose they wouldn't have been touched too much.
I'm actually gonna go look for some robes for those who are tattered, and also gonna make sure that my little box of seeds isn't too damaged. You can pick that up too.
I passed Circle on my way up, saying,
Hopefully, there's not
"Trust
a way.
me, for the ones who fell before we saw him, y'all was spared pain."
You guys coming up?
Yep.
Oh, by the way, Araxis, are we making strength checks for this hole?
Oh yeah, make it, dig it.
Circle will come and help with the
Can you dig
Circle
it?
will come help
I
with
can
the
dig
hole.
The first round is a scorer, and then second is...
No.
I'm going to find
Slips in the
some.
mud.
Whoever has the highest medicine should probably start working on patching people too.
I have +5 medicine, so
Yeah,
I
that'll
also
do it.
have a I also have a
Uh-uh.
+5 medicine I can help.
Okay, well, I'll
for
be-
wounds, remember we have lay on hands.
yes, but let's not all
Yeah.
use it right now. You know.
Yeah, not all of us know.
Yeah.
Now, lay on hands is more in a stressful situation. We're now in a cooldown period.
Eric's, is that going to do?
So I'm
For
going
what?
to,
Dig in
Would
a
do
hole.
it.
We are in.
It's only
ruin of our
Farron
hometown.
digging a hole.
All right, 1 second. Parag, and Chad.
I hope I don't need to explain the mechanics of digging a hole with one person that would fit 46
Hold on.
bodies.
Sylvie.
Before you and Sylvie do. Before you
I
and
did
Sylvie
help,
do
but
that,
I rolled
you
a
guys need
4.
to- You guys need to
Sorry, did you
actually.
say it was strength or athletics?
No,
Strength.
I was a medicine
Strength.
for that one. So,
Yeah, well, Eric's never actually said to roll for it. so-
Right. Never mind then. Never mind. I'm just too excited.
Oh
What am I
god.
doing? I'm
The
actually
efficient as
look-
always.
Listen,
I'm gonna go dig the hole then.
I'm just saying it's gonna take hours to dig a hole this big.
That's a small price.
I mean,
Or
we don't really know where to go right now, so we have some time on our
Fair.
hands.
Fair.
Also, why was I rolling earlier? I was looking
Oh,
for
is it?
robes and seeds.
So is it a strength check
Yes.
for dig helping?
That's what Circle's gonna do. He's
It's
going
gonna
to
be a
try and
16.
find food.
Finding food, rolling investigation.
Seven. Guys hate me.
Oh boy.
They hate everybody right now. Oh
you
my
got,
God.
you got one thing. There's plentiful of water. Anything else? Nope.
That's actually the most important thing. That's not bad.
Yeah. So, as everybody's digging a hole for a lot of fucking bodies, right?
And we're also waiting for the rain to stop so they can burn properly, so it makes sense.
Yeah. Well, speaking of the
Are we
rain,
gonna get water in the hole?
It'll drain.
There's water everywhere. It's raining.
well, speaking about it,
I feel like Kark's staring at this hole, doing some very basic mathematics in his head. Like, puts foot against side. This isn't gonna work.
no.
And then,
Well, I mean,
what if we burn them, and then put the ashes in the hole? Chap's head.
well,
Pretty sure that was the goal here. We're just digging it shallow enough where we can actually burn them and then bury the ashes.
Oh,
You didn't specify that.
this is why
earlier.
you're in charge.
well, good news for all of you. The rain actually stops about, you assume, half an hour after you all woken up. And then, mere minutes as you continue digging in the dark, to the east, the first rays of dawn spring forth. So how deep the hole are you gonna dig for this?
Logistically,
for the
how deep would
ashes.
it need to be for the ashes? Yeah, that's kind of our.
You know what? Roll me an intelligence check with advantage. I suggest one of you.
Got it.
So which one?
I'll do
Oh,
it.
I'm guessing I found the clothing
Yeah,
of so
not
many
me.
other people that were missing.
Pretty sure I have low intelligence here, so.
All right, that's 13.
You assume if you have good enough fire to burn literally everything, and leaving only the ashes, you would need like a 10-foot, like a size for a single individual, but about 10 feet deep.
Can we build it wide instead, or is that?
So
But yeah,
who has
yeah, you
divine
could.
fire?
Yeah. Okay, got it. Yeah. So like, I kind of measure it out, let them know, and then go on the safe side of the measurements as we
Yeah.
continue to dig.
As you know, time passes and you dig enough of a hole for I guess the beginning of the burning, so that the storm slowly but surely start to rumble to the southeast. The sun is slowly but surely peaking more and more over the horizon. It's becoming warm, and you see below you a massive mist begins to form as all the excess water evaporates, and now everything below you is clouded in mists. So,
I feel like between shoveling, Karok's like, the gods are gracious. First they send rain to extinguish any fires, and now they send us light to bring us warmth from the rain. Truly, we have been blessed.
It does make things
we
easier.
have.
So it's been a good like an hour since you woken up, and yeah, you have enough of a hole to get yourself, I guess, started if you want to burn. How would you burn it though? Like, ideas, everybody?
I think we should probably ask. We should probably ask like how much of our inventory is not here anymore.
There should be some. Oil
I'm just guessing
somewhere.
anything on me is the only thing I have left.
I'm actually gonna look for salvage some any broken lamps to see if I can get some oil out of there. Makes it easier, you know.
You know that there are some lamps in the what's it called? In the archives.
But I
Well,
forget.
just
Did anyone pick up proficiency in survival? Because that's what you're gonna need to roll to start a fire.
I believe I did
Have
something.
I have
Yeah,
proficiency in survival,
I
but
got plus
I
5
don't have
in
much
survival.
wisdom.
I got plus 5 in
Dang.
survival.
Also, Karok.
All right.
19.
Karok, as for the oil usually is stored in the warehouses where the tools would be as well. But seeing as the tool shed is gone, so you assume the oil is gone as well. Probably
The
some.
holy oil has been taken by the gods in exchange for rain and sunlight.
There should be some left. These
Oh,
broken lamps of the archive.
well,
He just like looks at the oil-stained ground. If we get straws,
No.
no.
All right. That's a smart idea, Dagger. Go get the lamps.
I will.
I'll look for some kindling. Anyone that could help would be appreciated.
I'll be lighting the fire afterwards.
I will help look for kindling.
I mean, sure. Roll me investigation with advantage. Believe me, in the place that is for all of you, for lamps and for kindling, and if anybody else wishes,
Huh?
yes.
Eric,
Yes.
since I'm
I have
kind of
a
a horse,
horse.
would I have a saddlebag?
No, you would not.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Hey, at least all the low rolls are coming out.
Yeah, low stakes, low rolls.
We don't need a lot of oil. We just need something to start it.
Yeah. No, no, no.
My inventory has a tinderbox, but I don't know if that survived.
So you
The
can.
question is, was it on you during your travels?
I mean, she was hiking. She might have kept stuff with her,
Oh,
just in
actually,
case she
let's
got
see.
lost.
Yeah. So yeah, you can find clearly a lot of kindling from random branches that were brought here by the fucking cataclysm, or just the destroyed rubble of wooden infrastructure, the shed. TM. As for Dagger, looking at the archives, you can find a handful of lamps have been smashed against the wall, and oil trickling down, while some, while cracked and leaking, still possess quite a bit of oil. You would say get a good pound and a half of oil from 4 lanterns, as you kind of
Okay,
have
so
4 lanterns on you.
that'll be enough for all the bodies. If we make it correctly. I go back up with the I guess half a damaged wooden bowl. There you go. I don't know. Just going over it.
That works.
I have the oil.
Perfect.
Kara closely examining a shovel. If we could cut off the handle.
I would suggest keeping the tools in one piece.
Blank stare. Very well.
I'll handle the fire. But first we need to pile the bodies with kindling.
I quite got the vertical.
You're roboting. You're roboting. Sorry.
He is possessed by a demon.
Kill him!
Alright, am I
He's
still
possessed by Daft Punk.
Oh yeah, just a reminder so you don't get too ballsy. You're all at
Alright,
1
I don't
HP. Just so you don't get ballsy.
Stubs toe, fucking dies.
Unironically.
Again. Dies again. Remember,
You know
dies
what?
again.
You know what? Wait. While we're all while I'm waiting for the bodies to be gently given dry stuff to light the fire, I'm actually gonna ask those who are free to come over so I can, bandage them up. Help them out a bit.
None of them seem to be injured in any way.
All right.
Yeah.
Not physically hurt.
They just
Internal
look
organ
depressed
damage.
as
It
hell.
was.
Wait,
It wasn't something that physically hit
Hey,
us that killed.
okay, to put
At
in
least not
perspective, to realize what kind of pain you suffered, you know the pain when you accidentally hit your ankle against a table, right? That specific edge where you.
Funny bone.
Yeah, that's very specific edge. Imagine that, but your entire body for 30 seconds.
That's awful.
Yes.
So what should we call the formation so we can all lay on hand each other? The lay circle? How about the heel
Circle.
circle?
The circle of
healing,
handy.
Sure. Stop. It seems.
The what?
Alright then. I hate to say it, but it looks like what killed us was magical, foremost. I doubt any of the citizens survived this. It's safe to say there won't be much survivors, if any.
We need to make sure, though. We need to make sure.
We'll do a double check, but it's safe enough to say that we can use a lay on hands on ourselves without much consequences.
if that's the case, then let's all form a circle.
Alright then.
Heal the one in front.
My lord.
You could just all heal yourself.
It's
They're all
group
paladins.
prayer.
So basically we're all facing each other's backs as.
I know you're trying to make it very wholesome, but you could also just let yourself.
No. I'm laughing at the imagery.
Okay.
Okay,
folks,
so who's
it's-
gonna face the forecast?
Well, you can all healing hand yourself. I just think we need to sit down for a moment.
Oh wait a second, we can healing hand ourselves. I forgot that.
We don't
I just
need
told
other
you.
people.
Shut up! My brain's. Okay, no, I can't use that excuse every time. I'm stupid.
It would take
Don't
5
worry,
hit
don't
points.
worry.
okay, we're
We're all
stupid.
stupid.
It will take 5
Oh.
hit points from us, though, if we did healing hands, wouldn't it?
So
No, it gives us
No.
5 hit
Grants
points.
5 hit
Hey,
points.
Five.
anyways,
Ah.
I guess we're all up to 6 now. 6 maximum
Yes.
health point.
6 health points.
Basically.
Yeah.
Hey, that's like half health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
Well, it's the third health for Karok.
Hey, half is better than nothing.
Tarumak
Wait,
flex.
no,
let's
it's
burn
not.
some bodies.
I looked at armor class instead of health. Why is Karok's armor class in a different place?
Is it?
We'll question
Actually,
it later.
Actually, I don't have chainmail on me, do I?
You should if that.
If you
should have
do,
chainmail.
it's damaged.
No, I definitely did not have chainmail on while I was gardening. I might
okay,
actually have to go find that. If it's
Yeah,
somewhere.
we'll search for it. In a second.
Actually, good question. Is the Holy Armory still in what?
The
in
holy
few-
armor.
In mostly One Piece.
No.
Damn.
Oof.
No.
So there's like nothing left.
Yes.
I'm just gonna remove chainmail from my thing.
Anyway. So, how are we gonna set the fire? Let's hear it.
Well,
Sylvie has a fire kindling set. Drog has the oil. We have kindling. So
And I
So I'm
rolled a
gonna rub
19 in
2
survival.
sticks-
19 survival. There you go.
Listen, to catch a
well.
fire, especially if it's that difficult. So yeah,
Yeah.
you get a nice little fire going, and start, I guess, dropping the bodies in.
well,
No, we would
I'm
pile
pretty
the
sure
bodies
put it on
up
top,
and like
put it on
have
top of it.
we would put oil on the bodies, at least as
Yeah.
much as we can, in a pile, and then set it on fire. We wouldn't be like throwing bodies onto the fire periodically.
Flaming bodies.
Because then because then it would snuff out the fire.
Yeah. So basically, pile of bodies, kindling on the pile of bodies, oil on the kindling on the fire bodies.
And
boy.
then
light
use
a
the
fire.
shovel to shovel the ashes.
And this was the
into
last time in the campaign we had to figure out how to dispose of a bunch of bodies. Right, guys?
Don't kid
Right,
yourself.
guys.
Right.
Boy, I can't wait till every town we go to has a world-ending event where everyone except us die.
We're gonna be
Well,
professional
also
pit
we
diggers by
die.
the end of this.
Yeah,
But we
look.
come back. because
Yeah,
we
we'll let you
care.
know that this is the campaign. You're literally just gonna.
Oh my god, this is not the
Bring
Paladin
out your
campaign.
dead.
It's,
Bring out
it's
your
the
dead.
Gravedigger campaign.
Alright.
Yeah,
I
you're.
feel like
the
Circle would get a
mortuary
lot of
group.
edgier.
But yeah, you set the body. You set the fire to the bodies, and little by little, second after second, more and more catches on, and starts to just So for everybody with a fucking nose, at the beginning it smells uncomfortable, and then it smells disgusting, and it smells delicious. It smells
Let's
like
not-
it smells. It
No.
smells of cooked meat.
No.
Circle's just going to cast thaumaturgy and just like push the wind away from us.
Yeah.
Why push the wind? We could just walk to the other side.
His wind moves, man.
If we wait around for a
Uh,
little bit, once there's some ash on the ground, I'll lean down, put some on my finger, look over at Sylvie, put her under my other eye. They ride with me all the time.
When the funeral pyre when, like, I think she would probably take a little piece of the funeral pyre with her.
Just a little bit of
Sergal wouldn't take
charred stick.
Sergal wouldn't take shit.
You're now collecting dead body parts. Cool, cool. Nods head.
No,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
no,
Like,
no,
listen,
no. A piece
listen,
of the
that's
stick.
weird, y'all.
Piece
Sylvie,
of wooden.
let me make a little amulet out of that.
I'm gonna go. Just gonna grab some cloth, make a pouch out of it. There you go. Put the stick in it.
There you go.
Now it's a little
Thank
treat,
you.
kid.
I think she's just gonna put it in the vial where the other funeral pyre stick that she has is, and then have them together.
Never mind then. I didn't do shit.
Never mind, I didn't do anything.
Me trying to be sweet.
I'm just crying.
I kind of, alright,
Weeks.
at this moment though, I kind of make my way over to Britt more subtly, as subtle as a tin can dwarf can be.
Clink,
Clink, clink, clink, clink, clink, clink.
Clink, clink. And, like, hush my voice. Hey, Britt, I think we need to talk.
Yes, we do. Let's find somewhere a bit more out of the way then.
Let's let them mourn. And, yeah,
I'm not dead
Britt
yet.
and Farron walk off for just a small distance out of earshot of conversation. I hate to say it, but we gotta be list. You're on there now.
You're a robot again.
How are you doing today?
It's because Nathan couldn't make it. Like, it's the curse of It's Lecter's curse.
No.
Speaking of, is the
All
first
right.
boy still unconscious?
Yeah, your
I'm
boy's
guessing
still
that's the
unconscious.
plan. Okay.
All right.
Just tie him to Chadwick's back.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
As I was saying, are gonna toss him into the fire?
No, he's
No.
still alive. Shut up.
He's still
Why?
alive.
Would we?
He's not dead yet.
I'm actually gonna look at Chadwick and say,
I think I'm going to
I
go
hope-
for a walk.
I hope you don't mind, but could you carry Nathan while he's unwell?
Do you mind
Yeah,
if I
yeah.
check up on Nathan and see his condition real quick?
While we wait for.
While we wait, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll roll a medicine check on Nathan.
Yeah, just trip him over my back when you're done.
tosses him a little too hard,
Alright,
goes
sorry
flying.
about that. Instant's a bit on so I have to reset it after this.
14 for medicine check on Nathan.
He seems well. He seems to be breathing, but he seems not to be waking up. You have no reason why. You don't know.
Alright, we all used lay on hands on ourselves.
No,
We
it-
don't have any left for him.
Yeah.
He'll have his own.
I will attempt an herbalist kit on him.
Oh god.
Give him the smelling salts. The smelling salts, Zivy. The one that smells.
That smelly smell.
Okay, yeah. You don't get him out. You don't. Also, you don't really have a herbalist kit.
I don't.
Yeah, we don't. It all blew up, remember?
I didn't
Well, I
have
mean-
it on me.
If Sylvie was out in the forest before this, just actually prepared to be out in the forest.
Forgot her herbalism kit in the forest.
Yeah, I probably I'd
She-
imagine the only things we have are the stuff we had on us during the event.
She buried
And
it
if-
like a squirrel.
And if Sylvie had the herbalism kit on her, I think there's a fair chance
Yeah.
for that.
I
Well,
feel like
there
if
goes
she
my
was out and
sword,
about,
Jack.
she was looking for herbs as well.
Okay.
Well, I don't have armor on right
Okay,
now.
Sylvie looking
Who
for
has
the
armor on?
Looking for
There's a
weed.
fairy.
Yeah, totally.
Jesus.
cannabis.
Anyways,
Yeah.
With that said,
I
Yeah,
think
so,
I'm going to grab a round table for a shield, just in case.
okay.
so, with all these things considered, what the hell do we even do from here?
Where
This is
is
with Brian
Tarumak?
and
Oh, right.
This is just
Oh, just
turn.
Britain. Okay.
The only thing I can think of is, there's a scroll in a particular chest, the one that a friend Dagger gave me when I came awake. It's to go to the Grand Master of the Synthesis Order. So I think we should start there.
well, I wish you would have led with that, but all things considered, I say we let them mourn for a small bit. We take the scroll out, we head out.
Of course. Don't want
For
to
now.
rush things. We did just come
Right.
back from the dead, it seems.
Still hard to believe. Magic that can bring multiple people back from death. Just
I mean, it's not uncommon, but
speak for yourself. Never seen it before in my life. With that, we should get back to the group.
yes.
Alright.
Then we head back.
Yeah, the burning pile of corpses is still burning. And, yeah. It's caught fully on fire. Still burning.
So, Raxus,
Yes.
earlier, did I manage to find any not tattered robes and a box of seasons?
No.
Dang.
Where, Eric's, is the last known location of our mentor?
Roll me a history check.
Oh god. This is literally just my character to remember.
Yes,
Anyone
yes.
want to help me with this?
I know that
gotta ask for
someone know. I know that a handful of
Uh,
people know immediately where, but you're like,
Yeah, to be fair, this is totally in character for character to be like, I
Yes,
swear he
yeah.
told me.
history check. Let's go.
I have
No.
a 0 modifier.
I'll try and
would love
remember
to
with
help,
you.
but you
I'll,
can't.
I'll do my best
I
to
have-
remember.
I have a +3
10.
in history.
Not here.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. So in
Okay,
your-
well, either way, realizing I don't know where he is,
No,
I'm just
no.
gonna look at everyone else
No.
and say,
You know that Brit is basically second in command. So if anybody knows, then it's.
then I will very awkwardly march up to him. They just awkwardly stare you in the eye for like a solid 3 seconds.
It's a her.
Just long enough
First off,
to realize
her.
what the fuck's about to
First off,
happen.
her.
Yeah.
First off, her.
It's alright. What did I say? I said them.
Him.
No. Sorry. I just stay just long enough. But I've kind of forgotten where the our loving mentor is
Call that loving.
physically where he is. I mean, kind of looks around at the absolute mess.
I know that he's off and doing stuff, but do I know exactly where he is?
Okay, you know that he ventured out east, and actually west. You fucking don't know where exactly it is, and he said he doesn't know if he's gonna be back in time, and gave you this scroll to basically bring to Olash if he doesn't show up. Which technically the deadline of that scroll is gonna be in, you don't know how many days. Technically when you were still before all this, it was like 10 days, 11 days actually before the deadline. So you don't really know how much of that has changed.
Yes, all I know is that he's out west.
Okay, another question. How much west is there? This is Carrot geography.
Okay.
Which is probably the geography of like
Thing
a
is how he
6-year-old.
disappeared.
Hey, that's one I would actually
Okay.
know. I'm the surveyor, right?
Okay, yeah. So Chadwick, you would know to get from this place, and you want to go west. You can go for about 3 months on foot before you reach the furthest coast westward in the Zakradar swamps. And we're talking literally months, as in you know exactly where to go and walking. There's a lot of fucking west.
Carrick just kind of blankly staring. I'm just slightly concerned he may be disappointed in our maintenance. I think he should be informed of recent events.
him because he's
I
gonna get
wonder
mad.
what
that we-
you mean.
I don't know. I
And
think it's in
which
quite
way?
good
The
condition,
idea of not
considering what
telling him
happened.
just does not compute.
And in
At
which
all.
direction is the Grandmaster of the Synthesis Order?
In Olash, which is to the south. It's about a week's journey. Or like, you know,
We should.
yeah.
What's the
But then,
closest?
we do have our heading. We do have our next step. I suggest that we, at the very least, leave a note for him to find should he come back.
I kind of look
Unless all
around.
of-
I kinda
Unless
look
all
around.
of you, unless all of you want to stay here, twiddling our thumbs up our asses, waiting for somebody to do something.
No, no. We
I'm
need
sorry,
to.
when y'all put it
Which
like
We
that.
have a. We have
Which
a
door
direction
should we
to go.
put the note on? The one.
Like everyone's
I don't-
saying, yes, we have a
Oh.
direction, and Carrick's just looking back and forth. Yes, and that direction is.
I would put it down. I would.
Sergal like
put
big,
several.
Sergal like before Karok finishes his sentence, Sergal rolls his eyes. Just
Wow,
like
that's
knowing,
rude.
oh goodness, what's he gonna say this time?
I suggest several of the same ones put in other places where it's as much of out of the elements as possible.
Do you have dried paper or utensils for that? No. This is good time for dwarven engraving. Get me a stone.
Take your pick.
Well,
Yes,
no. Ready to go around.
yeah, take your pick. The whole fortress can be used.
Alright.
Wait, we need to.
I
pick
like that
out-
idea.
We need to use the biggest landmark left.
So,
Something
no,
tall.
no, there's
What
an
would
easier
be-
answer to this. The gravestone. The mass grave. We set up a stone here, and we leave how they died, and that'll be the note within itself.
The group
I'd
was
be happy
here.
with how we handled it,
On the
too.
side of the stone. Brit,
Right.
I would like to bring up a point to you. We are severely lacking anything for a voyage. We need to find a way to equip ourselves for such a journey.
Do we know where the nearest town from our area is?
We could loot the currently ravaged town that has nothing in it.
We are paladins. We
It's-
don't do that shit.
We might have not have a choice.
Unfortunately, yes, we don't really
Nobody
have much
else
of a
is-
choice.
We need to
Hmm.
use what
Then-
we can. Nobody
then-
else is going to use this stuff.
Then it shall be the final tribute to us, to serving us. Then
What is the god's view on taking stuff from people who are dead? Not grave robbing, technically.
Well, it's not grave robbing, but it's putting it to better use.
Okay. Roll me a religion.
But what do the
Okay, roll
scriptures
me a religion check on the question, and
You know what? Let's all do it.
yeah, sure. Let's see.
Yeah, we all come up with various different views on it. Because we all have various different
I
gods.
really
where's
want to
my
get like a
religion?
nat
Jesus
one on this
fucking
for some reason.
Christ.
Okay.
I bet. Oh my.
Somebody
I'm
please,
19.
thank you.
Oh, Dagger real. Oh my. Okay. Dagger, Sylvie, and Chadwick, as you kind of observe the burning pile of bodies and just kind of look around, and see the mist slowly subsiding as the sun to the east has risen fully from the horizon and it's now shining brightly, irritatingly. And you kind of realize something. While yes, stealing from the dead is wrong, it is also kind of a crime to kill innocent people. Not to mention that you were technically, or still are, technically dead. So does it really count?
We don't follow the rules because we're dead.
Listen.
Brit, there is the conundrum that although technically stealing from the dead is wrong, we have died. And technically we did count as dead.
But we were
It's
brought
troubling.
back by the gods, therefore the death doesn't count. So we never died. That's how it works, right?
I would say that currently my heart is beating, which means I am alive.
Well, I'm not going against that. I suppose we'll just have to find sturdy enough branches to defend ourselves during our journey.
The
I'm
gods will grant
lucky
us
enough to
strength.
have had my sword on me.
Look, I know where the basic blacksmiths worked around here. I'll look to see if there were spare weapons.
I do not think that anyone down in the town is going to use what they have currently.
Actually,
We need
speaking
to
of-
we need to take what we can.
Honestly, I think the blacksmiths would want me to have their weapons. Like, they kind of liked me.
I
Yes,
may
well,
not have had
Chadwick,
armor.
everyone liked you. Everyone would have given it to you anyway.
You know
The
what?
way-
I may have not have had armor during
The way
my
I
time
see-
alive, but I did definitely have my maul. That's not going anywhere.
The way I see it, if we use the tools, then it is us carrying their memory with us.
It's a form of tribute to them.
As a
Beyond
form
that,
of
I'm the last blacksmith here. I'm the only one the weapons can go to at this point.
I'll
Oh,
point to the ash smudge under my eye. I'm always carrying them with me now.
so
That's
Chadwick.
still weird. You have dead bodies.
Still. Farron looks over at Chadwick. Chadwick, could I get a ride? Kind of
Be
points
sure.
up to the old.
Does he have? Wait, hold on. He has Nathan on his back currently. Would he be able to hold two paladins?
We can put down Nathan for a small bit as long as someone's watching him. It's not a big deal.
I can
we're
just drag
on
him
the
behind me.
move.
It's fine.
What? Wait, whoa,
Yeah,
whoa,
let's
whoa,
just
whoa, whoa.
tie.
Just
Let's just tie
head
his
back-
ankles to the back of Chadwick and
No!
drag him along.
No!
Let's just
No,
make a
we
pirate.
tie
Dagger
him-
can carry him if
We
it comes
tie
down
him
to it.
around his waist. Like he's hugging him around his waist,
I
basically.
think we're gonna need
And
a
then
cart.
we're
So like a
going
hold
to
me
need...
jack like kind of pose.
No, we're using a cart. We're finding a cart and using it. That way we can have some supplies with us as well.
Mm-hmm.
If
But
we
those
need
who
any
not-
food, we can
those-
just find it in the woods.
Of course. As always,
I didn't find
nature
any
provides.
food left in the.
How
ruins,
hard did
so
you?
That's why
How
it's
hard
in
did
the
you
woods.
look?
Sergal just looks offended at Brit. I'm hungry. Of course I looked hard.
Also,
But we'll do one more scour. If you find anything in other shops, be sure to leave a couple pieces of copper
What a...
behind.
Can I check my
Out of
pockets for
respect
trail
for the
mix
dead.
for
everybody,
Circle?
I think everybody's gonna check their pockets to see if we have any currency.
no, you don't.
My gold does not leave my purse.
Also, just a simple question. No. All of you are
Gold
missing
is
your
a trapping
gold.
of morality.
Could
Technically,
not
gods
hear
have
you,
no
Araxis.
need of money.
Passive
Now
insight.
to Jesus.
You've been robbed.
What? Sorry. What?
Your all gold possessions and silver are gone.
Wait a second. We were raided.
And you realize something. All the corpses that you gathered, you didn't hear a single clang of a coin. And as ashes begin to pile up, you don't see any molten metal besides bended iron or steel.
How long were we dead?
How many days?
Let's look for
If it
clues
was-
for how many days we could have been out.
I
Is
think
my-
you're overthinking it. We got
is my
attacked
room-
by a horde of monsters. The monsters probably took it. If it was any longer, we would have had decaying corpses.
I doubt that a giant demon would have need
Okay,
for such.
you can roll nature, medicine, insight, or arcana to figure out how long you've been out.
Okay, nature.
Let's all roll. I'm rolling
medicine.
medicine.
I'm rolling medicine as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll medicine.
So it's nature, medicine, or
Yay!
insight.
Why? Dice. Why?
I don't think it matters anymore.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
were these rolls when we all died? What the heck?
I
I mean,
mean,
it wouldn't have helped. Would have died afterwards.
I know.
You would have died more painfully.
so
Yeah, that's true.
yeah. So Sylvia and Dagger, you kind of surmise that the corpses that you got,
Chocolate.
yeah, and now are burning, are maybe no more than say 10, 12 hours since he died. No real set of rot or decay has. Yeah, your ring is fucking gone.
Oh,
I'm
wait,
sorry.
No, that was already stolen. Never
Yeah.
mind. I
Yeah.
forgot that my ring was stolen earlier.
So you would assume, seeing that the rain has passed, there would
Ew,
be.
why would I do that? You're so gross.
Dumb
You're so gross.
crunch.
We already burned all the
I believe that we have died for no less than a day. No more than a day. They were quick.
Yeah. Probably to do with some magic shenanigans or whatnot. Regardless, it does not change the
Yeah.
fact.
What is our ruling on grave robbers and looters?
Well, not.
kill them.
We still don't know if it was the actual people who attacked us or a different party.
I'm still of the opinion that
Hard
a
to
demon would
believe
not
12
need it.
hours gave time for looters when the entire city's been raided. Regardless, I'm going off to the smith. I'll make use of what I
will
found there.
follow you.
Everyone else, gather any sort of metals we can, and we'll try and make some sort of weapons for all of you.
I'll blow my best.
Very. W-
Alright,
What,
Chadwick.
what weapon does Farron have?
Aaron has a lance, and it is still very much on him. He has all of his
If-
equipment on since he suited up
Meanwhile-
with everything.
If you
Meanwhile-
need a hammer for the smithing, you can use my maul.
If it comes down to
Mean-
that, I'll take note of it, but they got hammers down there. That'll be fine.
Sylvie,
Alright.
Hmm.
you and I are going to go look for some food.
I can help. Yep. We're gonna go where like the actual trees are. You know, not the burnt spot, but you know where it's actually living. And
Alright.
scavenge for like what berries, nuts.
Whatever we can find.
Yeah.
So you're gonna basically set off from the keep actually into the ruined city of Tanis and trying to scavenge for materials. So decide. I'm gonna go for a few seconds. Everybody decide on what they want to try to scavenge and find in the city. Okay, I'll be right back to decide.
Alright, so if I have this correct,
You got 2
myself,
minutes to
Chadwick, and
decide.
Dagger are going to the smith.
Yeah.
Sylvie and Britt are going for food collecting.
Mm-hmm.
think any armor
Karak and
that we can
Sergol are
find-
undecided.
I think
What is my orders?
Collect. Collect.
Are
the,
you my
old
superior
medals.
in the group?
Technically speaking, Britt is the highest superior here. So if Britt says
I'll
otherwise,
take an
then
order
say
from Brit
otherwise.
without question. That's what I'm saying. This is like out of character as well.
No,
Mm.
I'm just saying. Any
That is the
armor
thing you
that we
will
can
figure out
find-
about Karok.
If there is armor, I think it's safe to say that I won't fit any human armor. I'll be taking the shields though, if you have
Alright.
them.
That go help with goes up and with the metal, scrounging of metal. Anything that could be useful in terms of making weapons for those who do not have it.
Right, the way Chadwick sees it, it's better that we get these things than some random person who discovers this town after we leave. So I'm searching all the merchants for anything.
Anything and everything.
Very
Yes.
smart.
Sir,
I
what
can
are you
just
doing?
come. I can
Francis?
follow you around, apologizing profusely to all the dead houses.
Oh, actually, I am going to Chadwick. Do you mind if I notify you before we all go that
I am
you can find some seedlings and some
back to the land of the living.
be also helpful.
So, have you decided? So let's start from the
Yes.
beginning. Farron, what are you gonna go look for?
Dice roller.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Circle should probably stay with Nathan.
Wait,
that makes
berries
sense.
and nuts, as in like going
at
out.
the forest nearby. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And yeah, I'm searching all of the shops, seeing if I can find anything, potions, swords, even scraps that we can make shit with.
Okay. So for Brett and Sylvie, you kind of realize that beyond the destroyed city, surrounding forests have been destroyed. As in, they're nothing but a hollowed out, burned husk of a tree that goes for
How
several.
about- Okay, so
That
several
goes-
like,
yeah.
miles.
No, maybe half a mile.
Half
But,
a mile's not gonna hurt us.
but,
Mhm.
roll me both of you perception checks individually or with advantage.
How's your perception?
For
5.
for Farron and Dagger going to the smith, I'd like you to
3.
roll me perception and investigation. You can do 2 individual rolls or with advantage 1.
Sylvia, okay.
And as
I give you
Karok
advantage.
and Karok, Chadwick also investigation and
24.
perception.
Aaron, what were you supposed to roll again? Sorry.
All right. So I'll have you roll the perception. I'll roll the investigation. Help each other.
Yeah, with advantage.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
And
I go
yeah,
for perception.
Oops. That's a 17. I accidentally forgot the H.
in Chad, you got an advantage on perception investigation on your part.
Okay.
And wait, where does
Perception.
where does Circle go?
Circle is
Circle is left with Nathan, and he's found like a rock or something, someplace he can just sit down, and he's watching the horizon.
Oh God! Oh no! Oh dear! Oh fuck! Okay. Okay.
He's
Are you
probably
still?
wiping his blade down. It's
Are you-
probably.
Are you
soaking
still in the keep?
Yeah, probably on the edge of it.
Okay. Cool.
Gets raided.
Jesus Christ. No. Not as good.
Oh.
So
Sorry, Circle. You're gonna die again first.
so
Oh boy.
let's start with Brit. So, interestingly enough, you know that the closest way to the forest is going just westwards, because it's closest from the wall. And as you make it, you kind of observe the damages, and basically, it looks like the earth itself has been boiled. There's unevenness of the ground, as if somebody was boiling clay, and the clay with bubbles popped just kind of froze at the final second, and there are like deformities all across the land. From those deformities, most of the buildings have been just destroyed. Some of them are barely standing and just basically at any moment could be destroyed. And occasionally you see this glimpse in the cracks in the earth or in just the odd spot, just this burst of whitish flame. And there's hint of the sulfur smell. But going towards the east, you realize something, as if a good stroke of fortune. As looking to the west, you know, by the forest there is a farmland for the crops that were planted. You see towards the forest, towards the plains of the crops that consist mainly of wheat, that half the fields have been almost destroyed, as if something hit and they're nothing but small blackened sticks, while the other side, a few hundred feet from the start of this, immediately just looks all healthy, natural, like nothing ever happened to them. As for Farron, going same with deformities and destroyed buildings. You realize that, like, you see bodies, but those bodies are deformed and burned. No rain soaked bodies, more like charred, burnt, rubble and destruction as much as you can see. Making towards the smithy, though, you see, of course, no survivors, but you see a handful of weapons and shields, either by sheer luck of whatever was caused by this, or just random luck, or maybe
The work of
some
the gods, of course.
maybe. Some items have been burned, but preserved to their, I guess, original condition. As for Chadwick, you and Korak go through the Merchant's Row, where there have been bazaars and shops set up, looking for any scraps of anything, and you do find one of the, I guess, most preserved houses that was surrounded by a bunch of other houses, all made of stone. While the surrounding houses survived, the one inside, well, outside was destroyed. The one surrounded was basically somewhat surviving. Inside of there, you see a dwarf that was struggling to get inside, and you see his back has been dissected from his right shoulder to his lower left side of the rib cage, and you see this clean cut that you can see the floorboards soaked in blood. Looking at the this little small warehouse or shop, that doesn't even look like a shop, you see a handful of crates of basic clothing, threads, rope, and what seems to be a lot of dried up meats, and additionally packaging for these meats, as if this was the place where you packaged the meat into this paper thing and put in. So everybody has a decision to make. For Britt and Sylvie, what would you like to do? Would you like to go towards the forest and try to harvest, or you would try to go for the fields and get some wheat?
I feel like the forest.
Well,
Don't
then
you?
you decide, I'm gonna then Farron and Dagger. You gotta decide. What
Yeah,
kind of?
but not everybody wants to eat meat.
There's meat.
Vegetarians.
Yeah, literally dying. I cannot eat meat. Anyway,
Sure, let's go to the forest for that.
so yeah. So as for in that case, nature checks for both of you or one with advantage. You decide. Dagger
Nature,
and
nature.
yeah, Dagger and Farron. What kind of equipment would you be looking to get? Because while
We're getting.
Sorry. Okay. So since nothing will fit Dagger like a vest or something, which I assume, I'm definitely going to be looking for something I can use as a shield, if not a shield itself. Definitely going to try and find some shields for most.
I would say you can find. You know what? Just roll me investigation check, advantage or.
Okay. Right, investigation. I think I don't have any. Let's see. Yeah. So it's going to be a 2d12. Wow. Aaron, I seem to be blind. I can't find anything like a shield.
You get it, and you realize because this he's already mentioned we have found some basic equipment. It's because Farron has gotten to all the equipment first. No. With that said, I am looking for I'm looking for three things mainly. Basic long and short swords. Basic shields.
Yeah.
And in addition to that, I am looking for spare scrap metal or equipment that's battered enough that it's no longer usable.
Save. You just roll me investigation with advantage. As for the final bit of scrap metal, there are tonnages of it.
Got it. So no problem there.
Yeah.
Really? Bot. I'm gonna.
Bop it.
Missed it.
Smack it.
Alright, so 14 on investigation.
Ah,
What the hell?
What the fuck was that?
When I said
Rod.
smack it, that's not what I meant.
Oh, no.
God damn it. Stay
Okay.
holy, guys.
Stay holy.
Oh.
We're a family-friendly crusade.
Stay holy, my
advantage
dudes.
still- Okay, there we go.
I think that should be a new emote. Stay holy.
Oh boy. So. For Baron, you find about 8 swords, both short and long. While still in good condition, basically blackened by char, or whatever this thing is that suits the ground. It's in good condition. But yeah, it just looks and smells disgusting, honestly. And it feels in your hand as you would assume a burn would feel. As for shields, you find. Just roll me d6.
Got it.
You find a singular shield. While some of them look like they're decent, right? And then you pick them up and all of a sudden you just hear this cracking sound and the shield slightly breaks and then it's like
Maybe we could make any round tables we find into smaller shields.
That's not how it works. He kind of looks at you as a
Looks
dwarf
like a
in
circle of-
disapproval.
okay.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm not too good in equipment. They all look like round wood pieces to me.
Right. Well, take this. I'm going to. He kind of looks. What's the condition of the actual forge? Is it usable at the moment?
Listen, as for Chadwick and Karak,
Shall we?
there is you hit the mother load. There's enough meat for, if all of you eat meat, a good week, maybe 12 days, up to 12 days. Rope, maybe about 1,000 feet. Bread for how long? How many yards? You hit the mother load. So unless something else additionally you wish to look upon, roll me another investigation check. At this time, with disadvantage, or a straight roll if you wanna, you know, one of your self-sacrifices. For Brett and Sylvie, roll.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Sylvie, you rolled a
Tarumak,
15.
are you at
So
investigating?
roll me a d6 plus 2.
A D6 plus 2?
Yes.
Both of us?
No, just Sylvie.
Okay.
As Sylvie takes charge in the forest.
Damn it.
Yeah. You there is this mushroom, very common across the entire world, simply called a brown cap. And it's small but plentiful and yet edible, and sometimes well prepared, very tasteful. And this forest is abundant of it. And Sylvie, you get yourself 7 rations worth in a half an hour of this.
We.
Chad.
As for Chadwick, looking around, looking for anything materials, like if you want scrap stones, wood, or metal that is just basically riddling everywhere, you can have that aplenty. But anything manageable or usable immediately is very hard to find. So yeah, technically about good half an hour passes, and Circle, my boy, Circle, my boy, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
Whew. Left alone with unconscious Nathan at the top of on top of the keep by the edge, overseeing as people every once in a while, as the mist subsides, are basically making through the ruins of the cities and just kind of making sure if they can scavenge anything. You all of a sudden feel an intense heat coming from the fire. As you kind of look at it, you see the fire begins to shine bright white from its familiar red and orange coloration as you sharpening your blade. What would you like-
Circle!
Yeah?
What would he do if the fire seems to have become malicious?
The fire doesn't seem to
If you
become
hesitate,
malicious.
you do nothing.
I mean,
Sergal would, like, pick, as best he can, pick up Nathan and, like, move away from the fire, watching what it does.
it's consuming the bodies. The heat is immense, but it's there, glowing. As all of a sudden you feel a familiarity to it. Roll me a history check.
No, fuck this guy. Fuck him in particular.
what's going on.
I know who it
dirty
is,
question.
don't I?
Oh, you wonderful.
You don't really know, don't really comprehend, but you feel familiarity to this fire. One that would be familiar of a kin, if you will.
Nope. 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 Circle is continuing to back away from the fire towards the town.
Wow.
Just kinda
His sword
walking-
is like drawn and he's just like slowly stepping back.
As your sword is drawn, as you kind of extend it, all of a sudden it catches fire, and it subsides for a second, and you see these prestigious runes crafted onto the blade, and then you kind of remind yourself with that same high history check. You've seen this before.
Oh.
You don't really know what's going on.
No, it's not Mom, it's worse.
It's Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, he came back with the milk.
Yeah, he even made the fire white.
No. You put the thermostat a little bit too high. He noticed he's back.
I changed the channel.
So what would you like to do?
Father, spare me.
He kind of looks at the sword. Is the sword flaming the same color as the fire?
Yes. It's burning to the hill, but you feel no pain of fire.
I literally don't know what to do.
Everybody else, except for Brett and Sil, looking back at the keep, you see this well, you saw, flickers of this orange and red flame every once in a while. You look at it. When you look, after, your own few seconds, you just see this massive, streaking white fire that is, twice as big in the keep.
That doesn't look good.
Not for Sylvia and Brett,
We
you don't
didn't
know.
start the fire. It was always burning.
Copyright.
Is there anything you wish to do?
All right, yeah. If I notice a flare, I'd probably go check it out just to be sure.
Alrighty.
I'm guessing due to my better heightened
You would see
position-
that everybody would fucking see it, except for 2 people who went to the forest.
Okay.
Forrest Gilbert.
Aaron, I believe we are needed.
What are you talking about? Oh.
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 Hand me the stuff. Let's go.
So question. Would we have been making our way back at least?
Not yet.
La-di-ta-di-ta. Just picking up some mushrooms. Not a care in the world.
Yeah, Karok, you gonna...
I mean, assuming we've finished our task and we can see that because we are inside, right?
Yeah, but when you you go outside and kind of see if you can find anything else, you just see this, wasn't this orange before? It's white on the hill. It's oh god.
Hmm.
Isn't white
It's a sign
hotter
from the
than
gods.
orange?
Man,
I
Well, behind
mean,
the chemical it's burning.
I can't. It's icy hot.
Yeah, so,
yeah.
So, Sergio, what would you like to do?
Sergal, puts down Nathan carefully and walks back towards the fire like kind of like his head tilted, skirting around it, like it.
You all of a sudden just roll me a D100, if you will.
Right in the middle, 52.
Ooh. As you're kind of walking close to the fire, and the blade is
Close?
engulfed in flames. Yeah, he said he's gonna go closer, right?
Hank, the fish boy.
Slowly,
away.
like-
Ooh.
Yeah.
Like about he took Nathan like way away from the fire, and now he's walking back towards it.
Okay, so as you're kind of circling
Kicks him off
this,
the hill.
as you're circling this fire, the
I will
tense-
say, Sergal basically has his action ready to attack.
Attack the fire.
as
Got it.
Yeah,
as-
attack anything that lashes out at him from the fire.
as
Oh, with 6 health points. Very smart.
as Jesus
he's
Christ.
not the most intelligent.
Okay,
Let the DM talk.
stop. I know you all like to fucking vaccine game until it's your turn. Then you are out of options. Shut it. So, Sergal, as you approach the flame, in your head, a distant memory from almost a decade ago springs into your mind. In that one semi-open entry with a giant yeti, 2 dwarves, and Tarumak. And as you approach the fire, you hear Tarumak's voice at the back of your skull. Be brave. As the fire begins to just roar intensely, you feel the heat. You feel the sweat just kind of washing over your face, but you feel no pain.
I want to roll an insight check on the voice inside my head
To determine what?
to determine if I use divine sense.
Ooh, divine sense.
I can
I
sense,
know.
yeah.
I know. You realize that the fire and the surrounding area, everything around you is desecrated to the bone. It is hollowed ground, except from the pure, concentrated, celestial fire in front of you, and in your hands, the blade.
Sergal would walk basically right up to the fire.
The fire roars immensely. It's within inches, but it does not burn.
He kind of like puts his sword into the fire, waving it around a bit, see if anything happens.
You realize as you kind of wave your hand that all the bodies are gone. Like you don't feel any
So
mess.
like all that's left is the fire?
Yes, you kind of tap the ground and you feel a pile of what sound like feels ash, and then the floor. And there's like nothing that would keep the fire going naturally. But this is not a natural fire.
Sergal looks back to the town. Like, should I wait for everybody else, or just
Do what you must.
shut up, voice in my head?
Ooh.
I
I like the idea that Karok is just the people's conscience.
Now, where's
Please, the
Ghost
gods.
So I assume you all making your way towards the keep, right?
Of course.
Would you be making?
It's like-
would you make it
Coming
like
back.
at the beginning? Would you be making it like a small pace, or would you be like fucking booking from the start?
You'd find
There's a
you'd
giant
find
vibe
like
booking.
you'd
Try not
find
to leave
you'd
the door
find
behind.
You'd find Nathan like at the ruins of the gate.
No,
Alone.
not yet. It depends on the timing. So who's been speeding? Who's
Oh.
been walking?
I don't think you just
I'm-
sprint into a giant light. So, yeah.
I think nobody can match Chadwick.
Yeah, I'm going for it. I saw a flare in a town that's been destroyed, and I'm trying to figure out what the fuck's going on.
Oh boy. So, in reality, only Chadwick would be present, as you see by the edge of the ruins walls, Nathan lies unconscious, and you see this giant gleaming pot that's maybe 4 to 5 times the size since you left, burning in a brilliant white pillar light. And you see by it, there's Circle just staring at less than a feet away, just kind of putting his sword into
Actually, at this point, like you just see him like kind of the rest of him is it's almost a fencing position, but
Yeah.
he's just wiggling his sword inside the fire.
And you realize,
what the heck?
Chadwick, you just kind of realize him as he kind of just focusing on the flames. The flames are kind of surrounding him. Every once in a while, the flames spew outwards into him, and he just doesn't even flinch. He doesn't even. He's focused somewhere into the fire. Just
Are the flames like burning my clothes?
Nope.
Or
Nope.
am I completely untouched?
you're sweating profusely. Your heart is racing. You do not feel any pain, though.
I'd
like a
cautiously
big
approach
Bible
him from
story,
behind, and like as I got closer, if it's not bothering me too much, I'd touch him on the shoulder and be like, "You okay, bro?"
Could he get that close?
Uh,
Like I'm not.
are you gonna approach him? Because the from the wall, the heat is kind of.
It's like a wall. I've
Oh.
stood. Have you ever stood by like a big bonfire before?
Yes.
It's hot.
Yeah, it's just
Alright.
probably like that, but times 5. It's
Yeah.
huge flame. It's
Yeah.
unnatural.
Let's just say.
I'm
Let's
so
just say.
sorry,
Okay.
but I thought of one thing when I heard Chadwick approaching from the back. Shove.
Oh god.
Lol, get pranked. Tossed in the incinerator.
Prank him, John.
Jesus.
No,
No,
I
no,
approach him
no.
from behind, but if the heat was too intense, I'd kind of just call out to him like, "Hey, the fuck you doing?"
Circle, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy. Hey!
All of a
I'm
sudden, you
actually
just.
pretty good at this wisdom stuff.
All of a sudden, as if being in a glass dome and somebody breaking with a hammer, the sudden Chadwick's hay snuffs the fire entirely, and it just with a single wuss just evaporates into nothingness. Chadwick in mere
even on-
Chadwick in mere
Even on
seconds.
this-
In mere seconds, Circle went from just staring into the flame to me looking back at you, and the entire massive pillar of like 25 feet of flame that is like 10 feet wide just snuffs itself out within a second.
Come on, man! You were barging in on a private conversation. Sergil doesn't really say that.
I was talking with my dad.
Come on!
You finally came
Like,
back with the milk.
Yo, quick question. What the fuck just happened?
Fuck if I know. It
You used my word.
It was something celestial. I could tell it. I knew.
Oh god, the music.
I knew it. I knew it. Who was it? What? He looks frustrated, like feeling like he has a name on the tip of his tongue, but he just can't put a finger on it. Like, I've met that before, I think, in a way. I don't know what it means.
All right, well,
This is
I think
the
it means you're
weirdest
standing a little bit too
summer.
close to the smoke. Come here.
Chadwick, with all due respect, I was just standing in the middle of a burning hot fire, and it had nothing keeping it alight. And you think I was on something? Was imagining that? You saw it too, right?
I saw you standing a little bit too close to a bonfire that was hot as fuck.
Look at me. Do I look singed?
You look touched, my bro. You looked a bit touched. Come here.
You are... Sergal sheaths his sword and just walks over to Chadwick.
Angie.
Look how passively serious this is.
I don't know. Like, how do you Am I being gaslit?
I don't know. The sulfur earlier was pretty strong.
You know that we can sense when certain things are good or evil, or connected to demons or angels.
Yeah.
This was very intrinsically connected to something celestial.
Interesting.
Sergal looks down at his sword, just like inspecting it. It's not touched by the flame either, I'm assuming.
Nope.
I'm gonna reach out and just touch anything metal that was on him and see how burning hot it is or not.
It is. Well, you can see that he's fucking sweating profusely, but then you kind of touch his skin, close. It's all like still damp.
You probably touch his like cheek or something.
No, you realize that he's like entire body's like hot, and then you realize. Roll me a medicine check.
Oh, good. I'm really good at these.
Who knows? Who knows?
Let's see.
Yeah, boy had fucking sunburned. You're like shit. Yeah, every like the steel is cold, the clothes are damp, but he most likely has just a fever.
How does...
All right.
I love this.
Yeah, my guy. And I'll kind of push his hair from his brow. Pretty sure you got a fever.
Sergal like slaps his hand away the minute it gets anywhere close to his forehead. Like, no.
I'm pretty sure you're a little delirious. Why don't we get a little bit further from the fire?
Fine.
I mean, there's no fire left. There's just a pile of ash left.
Sergal just like simmering, just he's mad, but it's at a simmer right now as he goes over back to Nathan and sits down.
So yeah, one by one, eventually, you all make it back to the keep, and it's been about 3 hours since you woken up. You have supplies of meat, raw bread.
Wait a second.
Mushrooms.
Did you find a cart that was not damaged?
Nope, you did not. Everything was basically
Yep.
destroyed.
Let's just attach a wheelbarrow to Chadwick's ass. That'll work. Not too sure.
I
Terry
am
just
the
tried
land
to
of
laugh
evil.
at him.
I am the wagon now.
So, what would you like to do?
Can it have me and Britt come back yet?
Yep, you would.
Okay.
I
Can I insight check Circle? Can I
Virgil's
see
not
that
talking to anybody right now.
is he like still sweating and
He's gone back to inspecting his sword. Just like taking care of it.
Question here.
Uh,
You said
I'm
there were
still-
ruins. The fire put ruins on the sword. Are those visible still?
nope.
The root.
Puts Farron on the ground.
Alright, then Farron will leave Sigil to his piece.
is everything okay here?
Circle ignores him.
Yeah, he was standing really fucking close to the bonfire. I think he has some smoke inhalation, maybe. Didn't look good.
Oh,
I
God.
kind of look at Chadwick and then like furrow my brow to Sergel.
Chadwick, isn't Sergel a tiefling?
I don't think Dagger knows that.
Oh wait, was that a big secret?
Yes.
Oh, okay, so
That's
what the
always been a
redesign-
big secret.
Okay, so everybody thinks he's a human.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Most
I,
everybody.
I wasn't there for the memo.
I think
Never mind
Nathan
then.
and Britt know.
Yeah,
Yep.
Okay.
upset that I wasn't
Okay,
there
you
for
know
the
what? You know what?
memo.
With that, I think I'm gonna call.
Ah,
Okay. God damn it.
Yeah, as you all
This is why I need to be.
manage to wake up back to the land of the living, bury or just burn your comrades and bury their ashes, and actually got yourself some supplies to plan out a journey out of here. I gotta ask one simple thing for you. You want to say anything before we shut this? Before I'm shutting the stream down
I
with those survivors?
wasn't imagining things. It's all true. Don't believe their lies.
I did not say anything about tieflings. You imagined that.
Time for some stone engravings for the funeral.
Well, time to redesign.
Rooms.
Fucking hell. I feel bad.
So, and